Say hello, YouTube. Hi. I'm a chicken. Oh, did you see that tail shake? I'm gonna lock her up for the duration of this reading. She's probably gonna make heaps of noise. I'm sorry. Okay, today's reading is all about the energy, the insights, the forecast for the month of May. So things that we need to be aware of, things that we can grow, things that we can let go of, all that golden stuff. Over here, I've got my celestite crystal and it is sitting on 3 cards that I've already shuffled and chosen from the Threads of Fate Oracle. This is for my Dive Deeper in May Oracle card reading, which I'll explain a little bit more about at the end of the video. But definitely stick around for that because that is more personalized, that is more directly related to your current energy rather than the more general energy of May's that you can expect. But either way, as we shuffle the cards, just set the intention to take what you will, leave the rest. But whatever you take, make sure that you put into practice and yeah, find out for yourself whether or not what comes through is legit, right? Isn't that what we do? All right, I'm just gonna give that a little bit of a spread and we're gonna begin. Let me see, so the major theme for May, what is the major energetic influence? What's the major lesson that we should be focusing on in our attention? All right, here we go, it's a little bit hidden. All right, so we've got many hands of the goddess. And basically the month of May is going to be giving us a lot. Whatever it gives you in terms of work, relationships, hobbies, interests, your health and well-being, all the different aspects of your life, your friendships, there's going to be a lot to balance and a lot to hold. Many hands of the goddess and Kuan Yin wants you to know that it's safe to put down things. Now let me explain that a little bit better. So the major theme is kind of that I'm getting the, not the quote, but the words, throw some gold on the floor. And throw some gold on the floor is basically a metaphor for when you're writing things, writing stories, writing scripts, it's really important to, as you're editing, cut and delete sentences, paragraphs, maybe even whole pages. And the same energy can go on to your life. So over May, have a very serious sit down and reflection on the different aspects of your life. And you know, have a look back on the times when you've said yes and you've agreed to go out to parties, or you've agreed to take on projects, or you've agreed to do some sort of extra work around your house or help a friend move or something like that. And remember the times that you have felt that kind of constriction and resentment. In particular, resentment is like a key negative emotion or a thought form, whatever you want to call it, that is alerting us to a deeper truth about what it is, where we should stretch our energy and where we should stretch our time. You know, sources, resources like time, money are finite resources. They're not infinite. We don't have everything to give to everybody. So be really careful in the month of May where you are, what you are picking up. And if you've already picked up a lot and you're coming into the month of May with a lot of things, many hands of the goddess and the major theme of May is saying that it's safe for you to put some things down. So really reflect on the things that are bringing you joy and momentum and inspiration, building you an income, connecting you with the greater levels of health and well-being. Do those things, keep forging forward. But are there things that you should be dropping and putting down, the things that are giving you frustration, making you feel resentment, things that are making you not sleep at night, things that are making you too tired? So have a really good reflect on that in the month of May. Throw some gold on the floor, allow things to go, allow paragraphs, pages, sentences to be deleted in your life, and that's the metaphor as you go through an edit in the month of May. What's bringing you real joy, inspiration, momentum, all the things that you need. And you know, I'm not saying quit your job. I'm just saying really reflect on the major areas of your life where you can put down some things and what's important to keep holding on to. And that's what the many hands of the goddess card is telling us about the month of May. And yeah, when you do that, you're gonna just be able to go kind of make space for presence and joy in the present moment. And it seems a bit corny and a little bit like, oh, I don't have time for that. But another major kind of message that's coming through here is that for sure, so many of us go through life not even aware of life itself, not aware of the present moment. And Gates of Heaven is coming up as a message that you don't want to get to the end of your days and look back over your lifetime and just see a blur, a whiz of events. You want to be able to remember moments, the small, simple moments that brought you joy. Life is made up of those small, finite moments. I've said this in readings before, and it sounds corny, but you know, that morning walk where you're not rushing around thinking about what you're going to do next, or your cup of coffee, or that beautiful shower, or that awesome workout, or sex with someone you love. Like, those moments make up life, and you don't want to get to the end of your days, is what Gates of Heaven is saying, and not have truly embodied your physical body and your consciousness while those events were taking place. So really, over the month of May, consider what you can put down, consider what's valuable for your time and money and resources, and begin to balance that and harmonize that better. Yeah. Okay, so kind of getting ahead of herself in the reading, but Thanos wants to come out. She's going to go crazy unless I do. All right, so let's get a card that represents what we can let go of, even though I've already spoken about that, but we're going to trust the card spread. And this one's actually, yeah, okay, we'll just get both because they both want to come. All right, so the Orca Priestess of Destiny is coming up. What you can let go of, it's weird. I don't want you to let go of your highest spiritual destiny that's calling you forward, but basically you can let go of that kind of urgency of getting to a certain destination at a certain time. And that's what Princess of the Autumn Harvest is saying. You already have planted the seeds of that highest spiritual destiny that's calling you forward, your highest ideals, your ideal life, you know, that partner, that loving relationship or marriage, if that's what you want, that ideal work circumstance or the business you want to build, or whatever it is, that having that beautiful healthy body. What's coming up is that you've already planted the seeds for that. So just focus on watering the seeds and focus less on the urgency of getting stuff done. That ideal life experience will continue to call you forward again and again through curiosities, through interests, through those feelings of upliftment and joy when you hear a message. So let go of the urgency and drop the feeling like you need to do everything in order to get to a certain destination at a certain time. And just trust in the process. Trust is coming back to this theme. You know, you might be feeling that resistance to letting go of things because, you know, then you're not in control. And if you're not in control, things aren't going to go the way you want. But trust me, when you let go and you surrender, you are going to get to a outcome or a point in time that is meant for you in a way that's way more beautiful than you could ever anticipated. So just let go of that urgency of doing everything. Just, you've already planted the seeds. Just focus on nurturing and watering and just being present in the moment, embodying yourself. And when you do that, I've mentioned this in the last few readings, it's kind of a theme probably when we reflect on 2021 of growing that attractive field. And your attractive field is full of experiences of joy and well-being and love, and that's what you're going to attract more of when you do that. So, all right, so moving on now to a card that represents what we can continue to hold on to. In the past readings, this is always the thing that we can grow, but you know, in the theme of May, things that we can hold, things that we can let go of. So let's have a look for that. And we're going to go with this card. All right, so you've got Blessings of the Moon Maiden, or we've got Blessings of the Moon Maiden rather. And this is saying hold on to, or deepen into rather, how do I say this? Or gratitude, really. We've got here the hare, which represents like luck, auspicious tidings, things that come to you that seem like you've done nothing to get them. But remember, we've got Princess of the Autumn Harvest, and that is the seeds that you're planted, reaping the rewards of that. So, you know, in the spirit of letting go of that kind of urgency and making things happen and control, this is more gripping onto that, trusting in the power of gratitude to expand your electromagnetic frequency, to expand your attractor field, and allow things to just come to you without force, without trying. It's more that divine feminine way of being in the world. And you can think of like divine masculine as the mountain and divine feminine as the river that flows through the mountain. And that divine feminine energy is not just doing nothing, it is actually flowing and moving, and it's picking up the microbes, the bacteria, the soil, all that stuff, and kind of pulling it downstream, down the mountain, and dumping it into the lakes and the oceans, the rivers and things like that. So as much as I'm not saying don't do anything, you can be active. When you access gratitude and you focus on that, you become that divine feminine energetic force, or you release it from naturally inside of you, whether you're male or female, and you begin to collect things that can be that are of great use and value in your life. Like that stream collects things that you're collecting experiences, opportunities, networks of people, money, all these things that can be used in the next phase of your soul evolution. Basically, the month of May is putting down that urgency, putting down the need to control, do everything, and holding on to the practice of gratitude and seeing how that expands your attractive field and allows things to come to you. As much as it might sound like you're doing nothing, you're actually doing something very, very powerful. So kind of like shifting that focus, if you will, from doing to being, in a way, a kind of mesh between doing and being, if that makes sense. So like I said at the beginning of the reading, just play around with this. Whatever these offerings are from Spirit, it's an opportunity or possibility or probability. But if you do these action steps, or you do these action steps, the probability of that ideal events in May unfolding in beautiful ways is much more likely to come to pass. So just play and experiment with gratitude over the month of May, whether it's funny that that's come up actually, because I've just downloaded in my phone an app, the 5-Minute Journal. The 5-Minute Journal is like by these YouTube creators, Mimi and Alex Icon, but they have an app now, and there's a free version of it, and it sets a reminder in the morning to do gratitude, at night reflect on your day. It's a really cool little tool to use. It doesn't have to be an expansive big practice. It's just sort of retuning yourself, especially in the morning and at night. You know, the brain waves that we awaken into the world with are, you know, moving out of alpha or theta into beta, and it's such a powerful time to reprogram your subconscious and sort of set the spirit of your day. So gratitude in the morning, and then at night the same thing. When you're kind of relaxing, you're moving out of all your to-do lists and flowing into a relaxed state. Again, it's a really important time to reflect on your day. What went well? What went wrong? What can I do better tomorrow? What are the things that brought me joy today? Maybe I can bring that into my life tomorrow. And just sort of every day reflecting and using these powerful spiritual times to uplift your whole energy and uplift your whole month of May. I think we'll leave it there, guys. Don't forget, we're going to journey a little bit deeper using these 3 cards. So if you want some insight that's more specific to you in the month of May, another strategy, another idea or offering from Spirit that you can begin to play around with and mold in your own way, then check the description box down below for that reading. And if not, I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, share this reading with someone you know that can benefit from it, and I'll see you in the next one.